Wake up, believe, wake up, believe. Wake up, believe, wake up, believe. Another day is here. Wake up, believe, wake up, believe. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, believe, wake up, believe. Everybody gotta put the time in. Wake up, believe, wake up, believe. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Be yourself, see yourself, this is a show, my people. Believe our hopes up to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, it's the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. Love, respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes to obey. And all the things that will feel happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Another day is here. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part, play around, get where you need to. You can tune in for work or in your vehicle. If you got a problem, pick up the phone. Why wait till the time calling? It's the show with no matter even if you're at home. Just call in. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Another day is here. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Be yourself, see yourself, this is a show, my people. Believe our hopes up to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, it's the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. Love, respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes to obey. And all the things that will feel happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Another day is here. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Another day is here. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Be yourself, see yourself, this is a show, my people. Believe our hopes up to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, it's the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. Love, respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes to obey. And all the things that will feel happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Another day is here. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part, play around, get where you need to. You can tune in for work or in your vehicle. If you got a problem, pick up the phone. Why wait till the time calling? It's the show with no matter even if you're at home. Just call in. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Another day is here. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Billies, wake up, Billies. Voice of opinion and place your calling.
Good morning, Belize. Welcome to Monday morning WUB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Monday the 29th of June 2026. Wherever you are, we hope your morning is off to a beautiful start. I'm Mose, Hyde, hosting today live on Creme Radio and on XTV. Gotta welcome everybody. You to listen to Creme Radio, you to watch live on XTV, or you got us via the apps that you can download online. Make sure you have it because it makes you mobile, and wherever you have internet, you got way. So that's a good idea. Have it on your phone or your device. Of course, we're available social media style, YouTube and Facebook. And then we've got that old school way, simulcast coverage. Good morning to you. Welcome to the house on Amandala Drive. And we're ready for the conversation. We, of course, every morning we wish you the best. We hope that your body will feel great, your energy they high, your vibrations, your mental wellness they, on full strength. And of course, we hope that your morning has just enough space to make sure that we could finally spot. We gonna spot for you. It's what we do. Conversation. WUB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. We are going to start off with what we call the warm-ups, which means we've got a bit of morning news for you. Before we do the morning news, we've got the weather forecast from the National Meteorological Service. We've got forecast Tarek Matthews to tell us what kind of weather we can expect today.
Good morning, Belize. Earlier this morning, a few showers affected mostly central parts of the country, decreasing at daybreak. Generally fair weather conditions prevail. The 24-hour forecast: sunny with a few cloudy spells today and cloudy at times tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated, with a few more likely occurring mostly over southern and some central areas late tonight. The maximum temperatures for today will reach 89 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 94 inland, and 82 up in the hills. The low temperatures for tonight will drop to around 79 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 74 inland, and 67 up in the hills. The winds will be from the east at 5 to 15 knots, and the sea conditions will be light chop. A high tide will occur this morning at 3 minutes after 9, followed by a low tide this evening at 4:46, another high tide tonight at 10:48, and another low tide early tomorrow morning at 3:27. The sun will set this evening at 6:31 and will rise early tomorrow morning at 5:21. The moon will rise this evening at 6:36 and will set early tomorrow morning at 5:45. The outlook for Tuesday and Tuesday night: cloudy at times with a few showers and thunderstorms occurring around the country on Tuesday. Then shower activity will decrease and become isolated Tuesday night, except for the south where a few more are expected. In the tropical weather outlook, tropical cyclone formation is not expected over our area during the next 48 hours. For a review of our forecasts and other products, please visit our website at nms.gov.bz. Our next forecast comes out at 12 p.m. this afternoon. With that, we end this morning's forecast from the Belize National Met Service.
The first private radio in Belize since 1989. Creme FM presents the news. Informative, accurate, current information, local, regional, and international news, weather and sports. And now, the news.
And now, morning news. 2 people are reported to have died following a shooting in San Pedro that left 2 others injured. Preliminary reports indicate the shooting stemmed from a robbery attempt that left the proprietor dead. The incident occurred before 10 p.m. in the north side of Umbergaski. We'll have more details in subsequent newscasts. Belize and Guatemala have reaffirmed their commitment to peace, cooperation, and full respect for international law. Ahead of the International Court of Justice decision on the territorial referendum, they signed a joint declaration on June 24th at the OAS General Assembly in Panama City, reiterating their full respect for international law and their obligation to accept the decision of the ICJ as final and binding and to comply with and implement it in full and in good faith. The statement was signed by Belize's Chief Executive Officer in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Oscar Arnold, and Guatemala's Foreign Minister, Carlos Ramiro Martinez. Looking ahead to the post-judgment phase, Belize and Guatemala agreed that the OAS will remain a key partner. They urged the General Secretariat to continue supporting the 2005 Confidence Building Framework, assist with implementation of the Placencia agreements, and help ensure the Adjacency Zone Office remains operational until the ICJ delivers its ruling. The declaration also calls on the OAS to help both countries prepare for the practical work that will follow the judgment, including territorial demarcation, conflict prevention, verification of incidents, and mobilization of resources for implementation. The decision is still several months, if not years away. 16-year-old Isaiah Norales succumbed to gunshot injuries sustained before 6 Sunday morning in Dangriga. Norales was in the Bengusha area with a friend when he was injured to the stomach by a gunman and motorcycle. He was transported to the Southern Regional Hospital and then to the KHMH, where he passed away 4 hours later. His legal guardian believes the shooting is linked to an earlier altercation his friend had with another individual. They say he was a humble young man, but they were concerned about the company he kept. The Prime Minister has ordered that the board at WeConDev be changed to eliminate any appearance of undue influence by the Mira family. WeConDev manages and develops Belmopan's land and property assets. The board is chaired by Brian Mira, the brother of benched Oscar Mira. WeConDev falls under the oversight of the Ministry of Local Government. Asked June 23rd by when the new board should be in place, the Prime Minister said by this week.
How soon can we expect WeConDev's board to be changed?
In the next few days, certainly by early next week, I'll be able to expect to put a new board.
The other members of the WeConDev board are Deputy Chair Myrna Wade, 2 former high-ranking military officials, retired General Cedric Boland and retired Colonel Javier Castellanos, Lysandra Berber, Lloyd Carrillo, and Wilfredo Galvez. The Belmopan Mayor Pablo Kawit serves as an ex officio member, along with the General Manager of WeConDev, Gennaro Barbera. Cabinet at its meeting last Tuesday discussed current government procurement rules and considered that the review process to update the rules, including the financial orders of 1965 and the store orders of 1968, must be fast-tracked. Cabinet has therefore directed that the new draft procurement rules be submitted for its consideration within the next 3 months. Last week in Belmopan, 111 new citizens from 22 different countries were sworn in during a special nationality ceremony hosted by the Ministry of Immigration, Governance and Labor. The largest groups came from Honduras and El Salvador, with 32 and 28 new citizens respectively from those countries. The remainder are from the United States, India, Bangladesh, Cuba, Canada, Nigeria, Mexico, Nicaragua, Belgium, Bolivia, China, France, Ghana, Haiti, Lebanon, Pakistan, Sierra Leone, Trinidad and Tobago, Turkey, and Zimbabwe. Immigration Minister Karim Mose told the new Belizeans that the country has always been strengthened by diversity, saying every new citizen brings skills, ideas, experiences, and aspirations that enrich our communities and contribute to our country's future. He also highlighted recent reforms to modernize citizenship services, from reducing application backlogs, increasing the frequency of scrutinizing committee meetings, expanding senior staffing, developing a prototype digital archive for nationality records, and preparing for the launch of online passport application services.
Let me take a moment to commend and congratulate the Nationality and Passports Department for their very hard work over the last year. These officers cleared a mountain of pending files. The scrutinizing committee convened twice a month instead of once. They shortened processes from years to just a matter of months. A prototype digital archive began transforming fragile paper into secure pixels. Hubs that are situated in New York, Los Angeles, and Houston resolve thousands of nationality by descent cases. Senior staff ranks triple to meet the increasing demand. An online passport portal stands ready for launch. Each improvement that has been made at our nationality department widens the pathway that you all walk today. A pathway to citizenship is a phrase that I have often pondered, and the meaning is different for everyone. Our mandate, whether through tourism or in this case through governance, is to welcome immigrants from all corners of the globe. How many times have you in this room heard the phrase, Belize is a friendly country? We are a melting pot. These are atypical phrases we use when speaking of our life in paradise, this jewel.
And that brings us to the end of the morning news update. We'll take ourselves a small break, and when we come back on the other side, we'll be open for conversation right here inside Creme Radio and XTV. We'll be right back.
Informative, accurate, current information. Crem's newscast. Local, regional, and international news. Weather and sports.
This is the general. They just coming again. Yeah, yeah. They just won. They just yo. Hey, take it low, 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 take it low. Then you wine right there, take your time right there, you do it fine right there, you blow my mind right there. Take it low, 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 take it low. Hey, Babina Hanuma, Babina Hanuma, Babina.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to block or unblock your debit and credit cards, perform account inquiries, and access detailed card information. Whether you need assistance with online banking, merchant support, or general inquiries, our team is ready to help. For added convenience, if all operators are busy, you can leave your number and an operator will return your call as soon as possible to ensure you receive the support you need. Depending on your transaction type, we may need to verify your identity through a set of security questions. And remember, Atlantic Bank will never request your username or password for Atlantic Online via phone call, text, or email, ensuring your personal information remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
The biggest football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top score scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package played directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
All right, welcome back to the WB Wake Up Billy's Morning Vibes. Mose Hyde is in the house on this Monday morning, 29th of June, 2026. And we're active. We are open for conversation, which means you call us at 280-5848. That's how it works. Inviting your thoughts and comments on this Monday morning. While you sort out yourself and get your phone working, Let me just start off. Okay, we have a call. Krem, good morning, WB.
Good morning, Mose.
Good morning, Sister Yaya. Thanks for covering me a lot last week.
No problem. Good morning, Billy. Every time I say no, I call this talk show, something happening in the community will make I have a call.
Right.
I just to tell somebody yesterday, I say, no one. I'm sick and tired of the Ministry of Transport. I'm sick and tired of them. So starting Wednesday, July 1st, then going on the countdown list for not the post. One requirement of getting the bus permit is that you must post the bus schedule in our public space. I so sick and tired of the Ladyville buses not have bus schedules posted. People wait for hours, especially on the weekends. It is unfair. And secondly, there's nobody the monitoring to ensure that they maintain the bus schedule. So one of my biggest gripe right now. My second gripe on the Ladyville buses, that is vulgar music on the buses. I mean, I just feel like vomit. That like, to be a bus driver now, that like you have to be a DJ. Because they take the bus for their personal, they have a capture area. So in this like, so they want to play, they play loud. And then the racing, like we're sick and tired of making the same complaints. And nothing, not change because the behavior continues, there's no enforcement. So Wednesday, July 1st, will be day one. Then, I come down this morning, and I'm early son, I might have to run to the bus and I say another run. When I'm Mr. Stop and pick me up in a private vehicle. Come down the road, Mose. I send the video to Harlan.
It's being shown.
One national bus company, they on fire. We just see the smoke. By the time I turn on my camera, people come out of the back of the bus, the side of the bus, the front of the bus, and the one panel on the side of the bus, on the driver's side, they're on fire. We see the smoke, and the driver, whoever, they pull out the wire from the side of the bus. You can't believe National Bus Company. So you see the same thing with the private bus owners, and they say, that's true about the old buses, and I don't want to hear the excuse after the fact more. And then first when the Minister of Transport, Zabane, and the CEO, Chester Williams, I just could text them or send them a voice note or call them. More than likely, they will answer more than the people in the past. Well, ever since that press conference, I think the Minister might have answered me once. They don't respond no more. No care what I said today. They don't respond, so I said, okay then. The Creator and the African ancestors know so they go up and countdown list. So we are just innocently bucked upon this morning when they couldn't sit it. So
their opinion and feelings with you. So that's
well, from the fact that I can't think they have any feelings, but from the fact that the CEO of Transport, Chester Williams, tell you you come on WB, and to date you don't come, I could only think he has feelings because as a professional, you either accept the invitation or deny it. Or you come, I'm just to show you more so I got out on a limb, because you know I prefer not have guests on a host. I called Chester Williams, answer the phone. I left one voice note from asking for being a guest on WB when I the host Thursday and Friday. You know that I mean more. But you see, he had cancer, I never asked her. So he couldn't come. So I put it on the record, and at the Friday, my last day, I asked a number of people, I'm on the roll call and say, I call or no, I left voice note, or no answer my call, or no respond to the voice note. Now, most of what believe people for them. The one we for the bus transportation business.
I did see them. I did see them have. They had a. Excuse me. They had a checkpoint. Sometime last week, might have been Thursday. Yeah, Thursday it was. They had a checkpoint, and they were taking the buses off and checking for standings and checking for papers, and so it was. They were not bothering with regular motorists. It was all about the buses. Now, if you're doing that to the buses, then you have to make sure that the buses you operate are they run things properly and they do what's supposed to be done. No, we understand. We understand that there's the back and forth, and I think you referenced it when the Bus Owners Association were essentially saying, listen, you've kind of acquired a lot of old buses yourself, and you've been complaining about the old buses. Your buses are being parked, they're not working, they're breaking down. And remember that we have a stake in that whole adventure, right? That's not a private situation. That is great public equity in that and risk. And so it is important for us to see that you're not left with with we wouldn't call him, you're the buy pussy in a bag. And so it is concerning, and it's not the first video that we have seen of problems they've had. It's definitely concerning to see what transpired this morning with one of the buses for the National Bus Company having not just having mechanical problems, but I think I saw the fire extinguisher. I think I saw that in the video. I'm not. Is that what?
Yes.
Is that what is near the wheel? Like in the video is near the wheel. So the bus to wait and run onto the bus. It's not just that the vehicle had mechanical problems, but that there something serious happened there. So that's absolutely concerning.
And then somebody sent me one new bus schedule, and next screenshot is from somebody from Facebook. And the person upset that they don't have a no express bus from Belmopan to PG. And the person is just so hard working people who live at PG and work at Belmopan need to catch regular bus and arrive home 10:30 at night. I mean, the person, bad word, just no consideration for the people who travel further. So right now, the bus transportation system, they get to an F as far as I can say. Now, next thing was, I never did talk about it. There we go again this morning, I read the news, and the Minister of Immigration had one lot to say about the upgrade, in particular, the nationality and passport unit. With respect to the whatever upgrade they do, until the Belizean people experience the upgrade, then we could give feedback on if it's all that the minister is saying that it is. Me and you never finished the conversation after we bring it up earlier in June as relates to Belizean parents and children born in the United States, and they want to apply for the Belizean naturalization. Well, I'm going to give them people credit because, the Director of Nationality and Passport, Dana Blaze, will answer me back. But from XTV, do that news story, I don't hear back from the sister no more. I don't care how I text her, call her, left her voice note. He stopped responding. And then I contact the minister. So I asked him, because the minister did respond back even to me and say, yeah, indeed, nobody should have to admit to fraud. The parent could write on a declaration form that they are the same person on the Belizean documentation as the parent on the child from the United States birth paper and have it notarized and say that the same person. Now, they still not tell the Belizean public what are the process, what you have to do if you find yourself in a position like this. And what are the policy for nationality and passport? What are the policy? What are the procedure? How long it may take? They're not, to my knowledge, they don't put out nothing to the public. So for the most part, Belizeans don't know how to solve this challenge, and that is on now more. It'll take me 5 minutes to go and check the law so that the minister determines the status of a person's citizenship when it's in doubt by fact or law. If I come again and look on the law and do that more, I don't see why the CEO, the Director of Nationality and Passport, and everybody else in the order wouldn't have me know that more.
So,
this is unacceptable.
so what's the update on your personal situation and then the one that I referred to you?
There's a delay because I said today, I don't want to fill out the declaration form and then tell me the wording wrong, because there's no policy, there's no procedure on how to do this process and how long it may take. So I write one sample and I send it to the Minister, Musa, Immigration, and to the Director of Nationality and Passport, Dana Blade. And I ask them, just please vet this wording for me, for make sure it's correct before I go get it notarized and submit it with the youth application package. 2 weeks I waited no more. They no answer. So I said, well, you know what? I wait, can't say, and I wait long enough. So yesterday I gone and I get it notarized with the intention to submit it to the Nationality and Passport Unit. But then when I contact the youth, my emergency come up and he have a flyout. So he have a flyout. So when you do this process, you have to submit your passport. He can't submit it. He can't submit the application package just because he has to fly out for an urgent matter. The other person, yesterday I take one picture of the declaration form where I get notarized and I send it to the other person. And I tell the other person, this is what I write. So I advise you because this person got limited time or no longer than try to solve it. That's why I said to the Minister, Musa, and the Director of Nationality and Passport. For as long as people have been delayed with this process, it's impacting the region people's lives in a negative way. God damn it! I've got to check how the media tell me what the process, tell me how long it want take. How then people will get sworn in with their nationality. We people come and get swearing too. If we knew the process more, we not a beg, you know. That's what we money people on to work for we. What the hell?
Yeah.
And I encourage media houses to hold the unit and the minister accountable. Tell me what the policy. Tell me what the procedure. Tell me how long the process will take.
Yeah, that I'm very uncomfortable when public officials, by their actions, suggest that they are being sensitive or that they got feelings. No, when I say feelings, opinion and feelings. We're human beings and we all have feelings. But when you're serving in a public capacity, right? The part of the job, and you are going to be scrutinized. People want to criticize. People want to question you. People want to express themselves straightforward. No, not everybody do that. In fact, that the minority do that. You the one of the persons where no matter who, from your own family member right up to Elon Musk, you want be you committed for being a problem, so they know that, okay, if you're the exchange with you and it's not that you don't say it and not that it's just so you ambush anybody they exchange with you know that you report, you want to say what was said, you want to say what was not said, you want to say what was done, you want to say what was, and you will be fair in that. If somebody is responding, even if it's not how you want them to respond, you will say this was the response. If you ask in your capacity as a journalist for somebody be interviewed and they don't wish to be interviewed by you, in my view, you're supposed to say, sorry, I am not available to be interviewed on such a date, or I would prefer to be interviewed by another one of the hosts. I mean, then allow you for, they say, oh, so and so they run for me. But to to ignore you is petty and importunate and does not, that your job, you are serving in a public capacity, you're in a public space, what you do, and journalists are a part of the mechanism that have a duty to hold you accountable, to access your answers on behalf of the people out there. It is not, maybe it's not always as comfortable as you would want it to be, but it's necessary, because people out there who might not have access to be able to call you are experiencing things and have challenges and difficulties that need to be resolved. Now, in the case of your family member, or in the case of the individual who approached me, they were able to figure out who in their proximity they can reach out. It's an act of desperation why they would come to me. But who do what everyday people they do that say, who I know, who might know, and be able to, even if they don't know, reach out to those who know, who I can access to. It's like they had this game that they used to have on TV where you call a friend. You don't know the answer, but you call a friend. They call it a lifeline. So our people, everyday people, are trying to look in on their phone to say who in our contact list could be on lifeline for able to connect, for resolve things, for get answers to things, to get advice on things. And so very often you will find yourself being called upon to do that, especially when people know that, oh well, she done upstart one, she want ask there, she want be persistent. So then you become one kind of one well-known lifeline, especially for grassroots people. And in my time, I have been used many times to say, okay, maybe he could be one connect, forget one answer, or get something resolved for me. So when we are doing that on behalf of people, it's not because we have something personal against you. It's not that we try to figure out how to put you in a scenario to make you look bad. In fact, it is the reverse. It is an opportunity for you to look good. It's an opportunity for you to fulfill the basic obligations of your job, serving the public. And even if if you give me an answer and then the answer proves to be wrong, then you can't expect me to say, well, your answer may right. If you give me an answer and the answer not satisfying or resolve the situation, you can't expect me to say, oh, your answer has resolved the matter, thank you very much. We have to persist. We have to continue trying to resolve issues. And so this kind of response without you kind of just give people a stiff arm is unacceptable. Listen, nobody here, I'm not in the business of calling anybody anything derogatory, not in the business of trying to be unfair to anybody. That's not what we get up in the morning trying to do. We try to find out what's the best way to create solutions to people who do not on a normal basis have access to people who are in positions of power and people who are in a position to do something on their behalf. If people go to an office, it's not the easiest thing to find the person who is able to make things happen for them. So, it's like this whole thing I open our feelings is then you're not made for public office. You're not made for it. If it is that you are led by your feelings and you know what, I don't want to deal with this because this person here talked to me to bluntly and no. Work the process and facilitate the information and give the guidance and the advice and then the required interventions to make things work. So this whole feelings thing is completely unacceptable to me.
Well, Mose, I human too. So I get up in my feelings too. Because on the 10th of June, we had that conversation. And I feel that I was being more than patient. Again, it have one impact on our youth life. It have one impact on the family life where ask you for help then. We had that conversation June 10th. So this Wednesday will make it 3 weeks. So last week Wednesday, because I opened up my feelings because they're not disturbing me. So I sent one email to the Solicitor General and CC it to the Minister of Immigration and left her, I think that one voice note or one text and tell her to do it. Now listen, I usually start from the bottom, and I don't mean no disrespect to the frontline people. I don't like to repeat myself, I want somebody who will solve it. But I still the work from the bottom up. I'm not just going at top. I really want to give people a chance that they chain of command. But when I get to the minister and he start answering me, no problem then. I go into the Solicitor General and I explain the whole matter to them. I had to send a second email because I'm going to forget something in the first email. But I want to keep report to the Belizean people and tell them about this matter because this matter has to be resolved publicly. I don't know how much people before we youth and the person, the family that try to help most that this happened too. That they have one Belizean American, maybe from another country, child who wants to get the Belizean naturalization certificate. They want to be a naturalized Belizean, but there's different information on the child's U.S. birth certificate than what they on the Belize document. And so because of the conflict in the two documents, so people might listen to this the first time, after some time, the minister finally said, after I hold me accountable because I would have lost the if you have two different information, for example, the U.S. child birth certificate and the Belizean document, the Belizean parent, because the child is seek Belizean citizenship by descent, the Belizean parent to write from a declaration form and have it notarized by a Belizean notary public who is usually an attorney, that I can know the declaration form, so I do solemnly swear I the full name, I explain a situation. So in my case, and I never think about it because again I never intend to have this conversation this morning. Where I want to no, I might not do that. Where I want to quickly I may show one copy of the declaration form, so one could see what the form actually look like after the notary public notarized it. So that I could tell her know that I like keep my receipts there. So this I know me just to run off my mouth. I sent it to Harlan. It's nothing that I up there with personal. My name, the youth name, the attorney, I'm not the attorney general, the notary public with the seal on it. Which brings me to another situation, Mose. I don't know. But tell me a situation, right? You got a social. This happened to me in the past month because the elder were there at Bridgefoot. The man who got skin, I said, look like that. We fix bag and so can he fix my bag? It's sick time, he need help. I mean, it takes one community effort, but the man finally get his social security card, right? But to get a social security card, Mose, you have to have one document signed by JP. Mose, please tell me why every ministry, every department, when needs documentation signed by JP, why they don't have one in the building, Mose? Why every time Belizean go to one ministry or one department or social security, we have to left friendly and go find what justice of the peace. Mose, it don't make sense to have somebody in your office that want justice of the peace, Mose.
Well, I think, I don't know, I think the JPs are, that's done on a voluntary basis. It's supposed to be on a voluntary basis. We know that it's been in the news recently where you have some JPs charging for their services. Yes, if you have an office that on a consistent basis, you are in need of JP services, you can at least have JPs that you have a close relationship with, or it is maybe you can get one of your staff members to qualify as a JP. if it is that your office, just to make it less problematic for people to get these matters resolved. Again, like if you want to get a JP, if you don't know a JP personally, where is the JP directory, right? Where do you find the list of JPs that are available to you? Like, it becomes a bit of a challenge. I am fortunate. I am able to find a family access to a JP, and that's the one that I'm able to go to. There were times we would go to our brother who is now passed, that lived right in front of us. Brother Aspinall, who was also a JP, but everyday people, very often for something that seems simple enough, go on JP, can be extremely problematic, especially if you go to Belmopan to do something where sometimes you find yourself trying to resolve issues, and then you have to find a JP in Belmopan. It is taxing, it is draining, and there can be some effort made to alleviate the challenge of it,
I would never think to be on JP until the same hassle I gone through when I gone by the statistics. So I say, you know what? I am just be on JP just to make life easier for grassroots people. But when they send me the application for the JP, most of the days, one thing when I make kind of fill out an application form that when you ask them about colonial papers. Once you ask about colonial papers, I know to fill out the form because colonial papers not validate or affirm who I am as a human being.
What do you mean colonial paper then they ask you for, sister?
What, sir?
What colonial paper they ask you for?
They ask you how far you're going at school, and you I think provide evidence of how far you're going at school. Now I'm like, seriously? If I could read the application form, answer the question from the application form, what it matter? What does matter? That's not the kind of thing where just that would throw me off every single time. Or else either may apply for it. Because I see where if I may have it, it may be helpful for the people in what I serve. That's the only reason why I kind of fill out the application form. It's an educational. This is what it's upon the form. Educational achievement attached documentation, no more. Seriously. That's why I don't fill out the JP application form. Rest of me, I fill it out and apply for it to help the people in. But I got my principles too.
So you consider your Belize Technical College diploma on colonial paper?
I don't know colonial papers. I don't know if I preschool or colonial papers more.
Why? Why?
Because this is an indigenous education system.
Yeah,
this
but
the same like when we under colonization, that's the education system.
Okay.
I don't know colonized papers.
Yeah, but listen, I'm in the classroom though, and I had to listen to it, and I had to write down notes, and I had to do all of that, and I had to meet certain requirements. So I know to look for that go on. I paid that sacrifice there. So I had to go down a class, I had to listen to a bunch of people from morning till night, months and months every year. For how much years of my life? For infant 1 till 6th form, I had to spend that. No, my time where I spend in there, sister, not belong to no goddamn colonizer. The time and the notes and the exam and all of that where I do and had to put for myself, that not belong to nobody but me. That me. And me, where my understanding of how the selling of my body work and how photosynthesis work, that don't belong to no colonizer, belong to me. So my ability to put 1 and 1 together and set a 2, my ability to know 8 times 4, that 32, that not belong to nobody but me. And so I can't give that up to no colonizer, sister. me had to do that. Now, would it have been better served that what it is I'm going to get there may more set up for give me one knowledge were more related to where I come from and where we want to become? Absolutely. Absolutely. I can't disrespect the money we get spent for make I could have gone in and space there and get the one or two things where I know. And give me the ability to now learn things where I want to learn per my own. Give me the ability now to choose the books where I want to read, and give me the ability to could listen to somebody and comprehend what they say based on the fact that I have the basic building blocks, comprehension. Sister, me not give that to nobody.
No, I hear you, Mose, and I totally agree with you. What I know, I know. Well, me and everybody different, right? I just said me personally. Once you ask me for a firm, two colonial papers, then me, that part is done for me. I don't know how I live my life.
I understand.
If you could ask me, so for example, there's a process that I think I will have to ask you to come to your show because me and my small Belize delegation going to Barbados next month, right? So for that process, they ask for serious colonial papers, like what I call higher education. I tell them, listen to me. You can't tell me you don't want I work for grassroots people and ask for them papers there. Because grassroots people oftentimes don't have them papers, so that's why I question this process. No, I want to know my lived experience. I want to take it if you don't want, then take it. But I not just wail on, no. Not I said that I want to ask the person if I could send them my lived experience. I don't deal with colonizers.
I think I can understand to say that one process where part you evaluate me and validate me based on that. Where part now I want to say I definitely could understand one pushback against your evaluation and your validation process were based on that. We know that it's a common practice. We know that it's a way that people are able to become employed. People want to know, well, okay, we need to see proof that you have gone through a process of learning certain things. We know that that is kind of standard, and you know, fair enough if that's you don't want to make nobody determine your value based on a process that you don't feel speaks to your complete value, which is a fair position to have. But before you go, sister, let me move off that. I can't miss the opportunity to engage you on. Have you been able to get any information? I know you've been to Venezuela a number of times. Devastating, catastrophic disasters struck Venezuela last week. We know that the projections are for significant loss of life, significant damage to infrastructure in that country, and it's a country that has been very significant to Belize in its contributions that it has made, and so I think it would be indecent for us not to be aware of what has happened there, and in a small way make sure that our people or brothers or sisters in Venezuela know that we are with them in a time of great need, no?
Mose, we had this conversation briefly on Sunday Review yesterday. Since the kidnapping of Celia Flores and Nicolas Maduro, I think January 3rd, 2026, the lives changed. So the people where I usually communicate with and they answer me, the lives aren't like that anymore.
Right.
I can only say that that's the only thing we changed where we just communicate before. I check in on there, but for the most part, I don't get feedback. I get it from like the international or regional news sources, but my people in wireless have direct contact with no. And I have from there. So
Why would they not? Why would they not be responding? Like, why would they have a problem?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. And then I don't want to be a nuisance to people. You know, same thing. People don't answer you, and then they don't answer you no more.
All right.
I really don't know. People's lives have been impacted in a serious way since then. I don't know what that in reality like day to day, especially with the earthquake. I say, you know, maybe the people who try to reach out to as far as the earthquake have been impacted. But even before the earthquake, I did reach out to them and I don't get the vibes and really hope to get back. I don't see the Venezuelan ambassador for any newscast. I believe that would have been more direct link for us to where to go on. But
whatever. Okay, so that may very well be the case that their energy is different now, which you know, that would not be a surprise. But the responsibility of nation Belize to not be invisible at a time like this. There is a certain duty on the government of Belize to initiate some response where everyday people can say, listen, you know, we don't have much, but let us at least, as we did with sending assistance to Cuba. I feel it's very important for us to do some small, you know, make people know that you're feeling, and you know, even if the individuals that we used to could link with, we're not link with right now, that not change the fact that we still have people who matter to Venezuela, no?
Mm-hmm.
So
indeed, brother. Thanks for asking. I just not quite because I don't know what that is the situation, but indeed we have one duty and obligation to check in on people, at least put it on the record so people know, they keep putting in our prayers, we know when we get a serious hit. I think someone told me something yesterday, was saying I'm somewhat close to Venezuela, the Trinidad, like the earth shift, and they have like one documentation of one beach, like you could see the difference in the height of the land because of the earthquake, the Venezuela, how it impacted this place, the Trinidad. Now that is never something I may hear or see any report on until I saw this particular one, and I'm like, okay, this is different. And again, that's not something about Akora for Trinidad. And Brother Akko, until I sent to Brother Akko, he never aware of it. It's called Galfa Beach in South Trinidad. Brother Akko said he never aware of it, but he said, yeah, I accept that happened. So yeah, just to say, I don't know the reach sometimes when these natural disasters happen.
All right, well, thank you very much for the reasoning, sister.
Thanks for the reasoning.
All right.
Only organize people and save the people.
We will go to 2 cents scam. It's 7:32. Then we take our first break of the morning. We'll be back with more WUB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes, right here on Creme Radio and on XTV.
You're watching WB on XTV. Man, when the rain come down, I tell you that was a blessing. Make I hear the people in 2 cents and how they feel about the rain come down, and now the mango then get sweet. I mean, the farmers didn't like it. How you feel like how the rain come down?
Now when the rain drop, all the mango that 60 so, the next month and a half till the mango season done, I got mangoes every day and one day.
Yeah, how you feel like how the rain come down?
Man, it's loving. I sleep like a baby, you know. Sleep like a baby, loving.
That's your 2 cents.
I feel like I did a beach for once. Well,
serious?
Yes, man. This is something that kill me out there.
Sure. So I'm glad when the rain comes.
Yes.
That's your 2 cents.
Yeah, that's my 2 cents for today.
All right. Hello. 2 cent question of the day, brother.
Yes, man.
How you feel like how the rain come down?
Yeah, nice blessing. Make crops make grow more and develop like hog up and thing. With my wife, Yati.
That's what we say.
Yes, sir.
At Habet and Brothers Habet. Celebrate your super handy dad with gifts he'll actually use and enjoy super savings all June. Like 15% off all power tools and Stanley hand tools, 20% off Vento PVC windows, 20% off Ascot porcelain tiles and 30% off Piso Forte ceramic tiles, and 40% off Sunlight windows and doors. Plus, stop in at Brothers Habet every Saturday for our veranda clearance blowout. And for every $50 you spend, get a chance to win a power tool every Saturday. Visit Habet and Brothers Habet today and give Dad something worthy of his super handiness. Happy Father's Day to all super handy dads.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism. So we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from then it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank does make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
This is the general. They just coming again. Yeah. They just won. They just yo. Hey, take it low, 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 take it low. Then you wine right there. Right there, you're doing fine right there. You blow my mind right there. Take it low, 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 take it low. Hey, Babina Hanuma, Babina Hanuma.
El evento de fútbol más grande del mundo por fin llegó y Smart te invita a vivir toda la emoción del mundial. Antes de que empiece cada partido, predice quién se lleva la victoria. Entre más predicciones hagas, más oportunidades acumulas. Suma un punto cuando le aciertes al equipo ganador y si le atinas al marcador exacto, obtienes hasta 4 puntos. La persona con más puntos al terminar el mundial se lleva $2,500 en efectivo. Y eso no es todo. También habrá premios semanales durante toda la competencia. Además, el líder de los cuartos de final se lleva un paquete completo para armar su Watch Party. Participa directamente desde la app de Smart por solo 50 centavos por participación. Las predicciones estarán disponibles del 1 de junio al 18 de julio del 2026. No solo veas el mundial, vívelo con Smart. Smart, bring people together.
We have 15 communities today present, which comprises of the Cayo, Stancrick and Toledo districts. We have water boards and village councils. The village councils are receiving maintenance equipment in the name of riding mower or weed eaters. Simultaneously, we are distributing water meters for expansion purposes, and also what that does, it helps water boards to become self-sustainable through proper water management, increase of revenue, and then they would be able to make investment back in their respective communities. Also, we have culverts, pipes, fittings for expansion purposes, and water meters.
These resources are more than just equipment. They represent a commitment to rural development, community pride, and the continued partnership between government and local authorities.
This is about service to our people.
Rural communities must also benefit.
Most of you that are here, if not everyone, has voluntary services
to assist us to complement that humanitarian assistance that we are giving to our people. And without your help, we won't be able to do much.
We want to build capacity. We want to build sustainability in your communities. That's important. We will help those who want to help themselves.
Trucking is the one place that can handle all your concrete mix needs. 50-pound sandbags, white sand, sand and gravel, river sand, black dirt, clay and landfill, washed white sand, concrete mix and limestone. We also do land clearing, road construction, and excavation. For all your building and home projects, visit us at mile 14 on the Philip Golson Highway. Call or WhatsApp at 673-1118, 671-9199, or 661-5863. We're open Mondays to Saturdays. Our prices are so good you can't get a better deal anywhere. Catoosh Trucking, where we do things right.
You're up against some tough challenges, but not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now, introducing Ridgeline Lubricants, a homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline Lubricants. Long live your equipment.
All right, welcome back to the WB Wake Up Believes Morning Vibes. Monday morning, the 29th of June 2026. Mose Hyde in the house. Creme Radio, XTV 2805848. We have a call on hold. Creme, good morning. Go ahead.
Morning, brother.
Yeah, where you going?
Why? Lot of things go on. Things always go on.
True.
We live in a country where things always go on.
True.
But one of the things what I want to touch on this morning, and maybe you could help me out with is the removal of the former Minister of Police.
Mm-hmm.
As we go along, remember, if I put it in the order, you correct me, which you're very good at that anyway, you know. But Mose, I left kind of least surprised. No, my brethren for Kayo, I think he's I don't know if the architect is saying near or engineer, professional, one of them. You know, the man know for build road. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But we all.
You mean you're speaking of the Minister of Infrastructure and Housing?
Yes, sir. They big power there. They
Honorable
big power.
Julius
Yeah.
Espat.
Yeah, they heavyweight there.
Okay. He is now the.
Yeah.
He is.
He's the kind of position.
Yeah.
I don't look at it two way, Mose. Tell me, I look at it two way. I don't know the guy personally, but I know the guy take what he do seriously.
Right.
And I think he can do the job. He say he need time to go check out what he want, then from there he know the thing. What he said, well, in 3 months, he just say, overlook for 3 months. There's a lot he could do in 3 months and there's a lot he can do. But one of the reality where I respect is that I sit down and say, it would have been cool if he could partner with LIU and figure out with the portfolio where he don't got ready for look over some of the youth. You know what I'm saying?
So let me just, if you allow me for just speak my position on that. There's all ministries are not created equal.
Okay.
Every ministry got on purpose and every ministry have very serious work where if you do. But some ministries are different and are critical. And the Ministry of Home Affairs or police, whatever you want to call it, is what you would call that's a critical portfolio. And so for me, I'm not comfortable with the fact that the whole concept of having one placeholder where it seems like, oh, you know, I just want lead, you know, like when you get a flat and you put on one lead donut for the meantime.
Yeah.
That no work for police. Like police. No, you are missing the point. I am not giving. I'm not. You gonna live. I know they are the bono of the man. They are this have a problem with the way it is being put to us, where this is because that signals to everybody in the department. Well, this are not really bossy. This are only he not really depend. This he not really this are not where he really want focus on, but he need take one for the team. That are bad signal for the give to the ground in a police business, bro. So the one area will require full focus, whether you're there 1 week, 1 day, whatever, because if you create one atmosphere that, well, you know what, right now we in a limbo. That department that you know want to have in a new kind of state of limbo. They have to know that the full energy, the full focus, the full leadership, and we have to take this seriously, and we have to defend the business. It's too much has happened, and too much can happen if the ship no run tight. You can't got no you can't have one who has to hold over till somebody come in. That another kind of job. That's all I want to say. That another kind of job. Like I know they had a question whether he can do what quality of job he can do or whatever, but in his interview, you can get a sense from him that he know exactly when they run this down. Okay?
Yeah.
And so that to me is concerning because you don't want to send the wrong signals down to our brothers and sisters in uniform. You know what make them feel like, well, I just there to hang on in until when they get the matter firmly resolved. Even if that's just 3 months, one lot of nonsense could happen in 3 months. So absolutely, I would want whoever is there. In this case, he has been chosen. He have to take it on with the full seriousness, like, you know, yeah, I want this, and make I show how I want to do this, and make I, if they're only 3 months, let them feel what I'm about as a leader and a person who were responsible for this very critical department. So I was kind of not too, I was a bit bothered by that kind of, you know, and I understand that this is big work, this is heavy lifting, and then you're doing it, and so one has to question. Listen, if I may go further than that, I don't know. This whole game of leave of absence, and then we want to create one entity for we are doing audit. This whole thing, what appears to just to buy time for something become less of the headline news and make the temperature go down, and then okay, then we are bring back somebody in another position. This dance here happened before. You can't play this dance here over and over. And so where you have the one situation with part, if that is the mindset, that is deeply problematic. And I feel because of the importance of this department, you need to make firm and you have to make a significant decisions when it comes to its leadership. We see we gone through one thing with part, we put the commissioner upon a leave of absence. And then you did your own internal investigation, and then we just, okay, when everything died down, we bring back the commissioner. So now we do this, now this happen at the level of the ministerial control of the department. That are not good energy. That's not good energy.
I personally think that seat, that was a hot seat. Because anybody who will a seat and sit down on that seat have to find a way to please the public, to tell them who teeth but now. We don't go in there. Because like what the man said, I can't do it, I don't know that. But one of the things that puzzle me too is that I watched that the commissioner, and I don't have fun of this commissioner, because the commissioner dodged too much Hyde from the public. Look at where once about the last past commissioner, the man make sure he put himself in at the public position so that you could have conversation and questioning when it comes to answer certain works that they do. But this one, I know, they got people where talk to this one where I tell you only 2 questions you can ask the man, you can't ask the man certain type of question. That bulk up to me, man. You get what I'm saying? Funny real. What my commissioner is supposed to be a warrior, we stand up with all the bars by chest and the awards in by shoulder as a commissioner who did it for the people, for the safety of the people. But then commissioner, yeah, they play the role of minister, they dodge, they hide, they can't give you certain information, you can't ask a certain question. They think they, with we on the outside, the look by you with the inside is not a good look. And that's something will repeat itself. It's like they could never come to the forefront and address certain issues and certain problems. And then one of the reasons why the crime situation are like that. Because if you have a department where okay, and you have a minister, our department, well, you know what the biggest mistake the man gonna make? That gonna fool the man for a car and gonna low rate itself so low and so petty.
That was a...
And then all the business come up. Everything come up. But
yeah, but anyway, before I go there, I just want to be clear. It is far from ideal. In fact, it is extremely undesirable for the police department to have gone through the earthquakes that it has gone through in the past, I don't know, about 12 months or so. And if we look at what has happened in a very, and I think it's a shorter period than 12 months. I'm just making sure that I cover everything that has happened there, where we now have, definitely in less than 12 months, this is the third set of hands that is responsible for the police department. We have had the commissioner being placed on a leave of absence and being brought into heavy scrutiny and still uncomfortable dealing with the media because of not really wanting to deal with the issues that resulted in him being placed on the leave of absence. This is one of the reasons why I thought that it was definitely a poor decision to say, after all that was done, to have felt that the internal investigation that was done was able to legitimately okay his return. I thought there was no way that he could return. I felt, whether you consider it fair or not fair, I felt that he was seriously damaged. But you brought him back. Now you are potentially looking at a situation where the minister is also now significantly reputationally damaged. And I'm sorry, some internal audit is not going to move that damage. It's not going to do it, because it is a inside assessment. It is not removed from the interest of the government. It's an internal process. So there is no way that his reputation is going to be restored by what is being done. I'm sorry, like, that's wishful thinking. So if your strategy is to say, oh, we will do the same thing that we did with the commissioner of police, we're just going to buy time, take one leave, sit down, and then we shall bring you back, we'll do this leave process. What you will have then, at this most important department, you are going to have the highest level of its leadership. Within its ranks, its commissioner, and then the minister, having been compromised reputationally, and they are responsible to create a high level of morale. They are responsible to create an environment that is optimal, because, as you were rightfully pointed out, the department is like we're in the midst of complete chaos. We are burying teenagers hand over fist. The SOE, which was being held up as this option of last resort, had its shakiest impact, its lowest level of effectiveness, or let's say, if you think about what they have said in the past, oh, look how well it has done, there's been a drop. The latest version of the SOE was its least effective. So you are looking at a situation where what is happening there is less than optimal. And so if you say, oh, it's 3 months, we cannot have a situation where the person who is in charge of it is just like some kind of, this is my back burner issue, because, I have my big heavy lifting that I'm doing. And yes, infrastructure, the heavy lifting, housing, the heavy lifting, we understand. But I am not comfortable with him not being completely invested and going to put his full stamp and his full energy, because that is a department that requires that. You don't want the morale to go lower. You don't want people to start to go on their own rogue missions. Listen, those are challenges that exist even when things are optimal. What do you think happens when things have been reduced, things have been compromised, the leadership is now has some big question marks, and you are trying to just shuffle and buy time? It doesn't work. And so I just really wanted to say, this is not an attack on Mr. Espat. It's to say, it's obvious, and you're pointing it out. Just on the interview alone, This is never something where he may run down or he may want. This are not for him wish list. But but at the end of the day, once it is you say yes, then we as the public expect optimal. Whether that 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, just this kind of interim situation is not good. It is not good. And it's not good for morale, it's not good for morale, it's not good for performance, it's not good for the overall energy around a department that is so critical.
Why I agree, John Mose, because the reality is that the commissioner name, they're all over the place, the minister name, they're all over the place, and these are two high-profile people in the government department who control our country and look out for the safety of the people, and they don't care address the people in no kind of way to let them know what kind of challenges we face. But that goes back to...
So if you may, let me ask you this, to make my point, let me ask you this. If you are a professional law officer right now, a man in uniform, it's your job, right? You've signed up, you're on, this is what you're doing. How do you commit to order? How do you commit to being proper, to being optimal, to being legit when there is a question mark of legit and order at the highest levels, where we're supposed to be responsible to give you that direction, we have the task and the responsibility to hold you accountable to proper behavior, proper conduct, keep focus, don't stray, don't get caught up, don't look for self-interest, and they are looking up top and they say, oh, there's all kind of compromise, there's all kind of self-interest, there's all kind of people to look out for themselves. This is where the impact takes place. The everyday officer that we as a community, as a public, have to depend upon the properness of their and their quality of their commitment and performance. It starts with its leadership, and you cannot just be playing your little political games and dance and think that it's not going to impact performance, effectiveness, and how well you're going to have that entire body perform and maintain high morale. That's wishful thinking, man. You're dreaming. That's not how that works. If that means one sports team, immediately start to lose games. That's just, no matter how talented your players, if you have then kind of earthquake up top, you are going to have a significant impact on performance. There's no getting around that. So I am appealing really. I know they are the burnout, they are the appeal, and we're speaking specifically about this so-called 3-month period. You can't have a stakeholder temporary mindset. You better be full. It's too important to the department. So that's just the way I see it. I think it's this has been, everybody is looking after their interests and trying to do them bob and weave, but just look at what has happened to the police department in less than a year. Right? That is the reality. Krem, good morning. Krem, good morning.
Hello.
Krem, good morning.
Hello.
You're on the air.
Morning. Hello.
You're on the air.
Mose.
Yeah, bird.
Brother Mose.
Well, I think you stop calling me like how you turn special host.
Well, Brother Mose, I was telling you 2 things what happened with that thing there.
Yes, sir.
One, I cannot commit a crime anymore in Belize. No way. So much people know me now. Everybody, hey, my local, you never there. I kind of think it over. I think it leave over more, you know. And 2, I realized that I must apologize to you as a host and to all the other radio stations in this country where I call every morning and at night. Because I never realized how annoying I was. Because I call you and you have a topic and I just call you and want to talk where I want to talk. And I changed your topic. I didn't care what you most to talk about. I want to say about where I want to talk about.
Right.
And I did not understand how annoying it was until I am on the show and then somebody called me and want to talk about something where I totally don't want to talk about right now. And I didn't tell you I don't want to talk about this and you tell me. So I must apologize to all of the people and all of the readers in Belize that I call and now I will try to stick with the program.
Okay.
So if you are talking about look, see the mirrors, I want to look, see and talk about that. But I don't call and talk about that if you don't talk about that. I want to try.
Okay, well, would you talk about his leave of absence, and would you talk about Minister Espat's what is described as a kind of a temporary interim leadership of the police department? And we are talking, and I was just telling Brick that this is not good for the police department, what has happened in a very short period of time, where its commissioner has been put out, brought back, its ministers have been changed, and then the replacement is now been put on the bench. We're bringing an interim that there has to be consideration given for what will happen to the performance and the vibes and the culture and the morale within the police department. And if it is that ultimately you're looking at using the leave of absence as just as a kind of a by time, make everything die down thing, then we bring back we bring back the same song, then what we will end up with is a situation where the police department would be under the leadership of a commissioner and minister that both had to be put on the bench. How could that ever be optimal? How could that ever be ideal? How can that not have severe negative impacts on the morale and the performance of the police department? That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying in a nutshell.
I want to tell you something.
Yes, sir.
I am on the ground more than a minister. You know why? Because everywhere I go, I ask questions. For example, I'll tell you this little short thing and then I'm going back to where I'm. Last night I went to buy a hot dog, and to my surprise, the hot dog cost $4. And then I said, well, I don't want to buy no hot dog, but I buy
the hot dog cost how much?
And
the hot dog cost how much?
$4.
Now what kind of hot dog that, bro?
I don't know, but they say $4. And I can't blame the people who sell it, because guess what? If everybody raise their price, well, as well I raise my price.
Okay.
You understand me?
Okay.
My wife sells tacos, and she still sells for $3 and the 50 cents before. Because I tell her, like you take 10 pounds more. You understand me? Don't listen to everybody with the raise, but listen to us. I want to buy the proposal. The proposal is 3 for $10. Wait. You tell me how much I get now? So I can't buy one for $2 again then? No, man, I don't want to think again. But listen to me, brother Mose. Back to where I'm going to say.
Yes, sir.
The minister and the commissioner. I am on the ground. I listen to people. I ask questions. Our commissioner is a farce. Is a joke. You see, I could say all of this with confidence because he cannot make them arrest me for saying it. Because he knows it. You understand me? You remember the movie where he said, and you know this man. He knows that he's there hanging on to their life. I mean, I listened to the commissioner speak at a ceremony for, I think the kids were did the right thing. And I would have a junkie right from them, man. He couldn't even read the script. I guess he have a prompter or something to say, but you bav too much. And this is our handpicked commissioner, right? Now, what I'm saying here, nothing cyberbullying because I can't bully you to tell you you're not intelligent. You're not. I watch you. You can't read. You're dyslexic. I did tell you this because that's what I see. No, I want to tell you the one thing where I watch. I don't know, I save him for the last because I like my body Julius, you know. I noticed some changes in a Julius, right? And I want to tell you something. I want to punch Julius up in the belly this morning so hard because I like Julius. I like this new version of Julius. He has taken the place of Colonel Hyde as the pacifier of the party, and he went to Julius. So he said, okay, yeah, man, we understand. We got to do that, but we have to check it out. And he tell me everything I want to hear. Oh, yes, when we are looking to the Buddha thing, and we are looking, I don't know nothing what happened with Mose, you know what? He is blowing smoke up my wazoo. He didn't tell me what I want to tell me. So make I say, okay, all right, something will happen. There is nothing going to happen. You understand me? Not, now I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something. I'm not totally against Julius because sometimes maybe you need somebody new. You need a new perspective. You understand me? And maybe somebody could finally come in, and if he don't fix the roof to Raccoon Street, oh man, I don't know how to fix it. Even if he tell you it costs $5 million, but I'm sure he will get the roof fixed now. You understand what I say?
The bigger problem, Brother Collymore, is that you can do your maneuvers and you could dance and you could try see how you could shake off people's
but the reality
the energy where it comes. But you can't listen. I can't convict of Commissioner Rosado of involvement in Mr. Budner's case. The problem is that the process that was utilized has not exonerated him. And because it has not exonerated him, meaning beyond any suspicion, without free of any suspicion, and because the system, because what was done was such a farce, it was an internal assessment, you know, a home team investigation. Yes, you have the power to put him back, but you don't have the power to remove the clouds of suspicion that hover over him. And so what has happened is that it is possible that he might never have been comfortable in the media process. But up until then, what ran him into problems with the Budner situation was the press conference. And so there is no doubt that he has now become extremely camera shy. There is no doubt now that he is not eager to be there to come and talk to the public. So now we have a whether you love the man, think he's the best or whatever, think he had nothing to do with whatever, that's your opinion. What I'm talking here about performance, and I'm talking here about impact. The process that led to him being given the leave of absence has damaged him. And it has damaged him and it has impacted his functioning. So now it is possible. In fact, if we look at how these things work, it is possible that we will end up with a scenario where then the minister himself, who is responsible for the department, is going to be in similar shoes. Because now we have one similar leave of absence, we have one same kind of home team looking into it, and you have the power to say, okay, come back now, my boy, we'll put your back on the field. You have that power, and you can do that, but you cannot remove the reputational damage, and you cannot remove the fact that whenever these individuals try to come forward to speak to the public, to engage via the media, they are going to be haunted by the questions about the wrongdoing that has been put on them. And so that is where now I am saying to the leadership, I'm saying to the Prime Minister who makes these decisions and to the Cabinet, you've got to look at this and say, what is the ultimate impact and effect? And what is the priority? Is it the management of political damage and political impact and how things are perceived politically? Or, as in my view, what the priority should be, the quality of leadership and the effectiveness of that leadership to create the optimal situation with the police department. In my view, that should be the priority. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, Brother Mose, listen to me. When you have a political party running everything, it's always about how we go we look. So even though we know that's wrong right now, if we move it, we are going to attack for it. So we have to grin and say, oh, everything is perfect. The sky is always green with the government. The sky is always falling with the opposition. This is the nature of the beast. But when you say that the commissioner is clouded with doubt, it permeates through his body. The doubt is like he's speaking and he's doubting in his own self. He has never given a confident speech where I stand up and say, why, where that part of the commissioner come from? You understand me? So, Brother Mose, let's go back and look at something. In government, all the ministries, which is the only ministry that you have to know something about that to be the minister of that? I will tell you which one it is.
It's the Attorney General Ministry. Attorney General Ministry. Attorney General Ministry.
An Attorney General.
Has to be an attorney.
Because he can't be one guy who don't know about law. But everything else, Mose, any regular Joe could do that job. They don't have no school you go for. You see, until we believers stop believing that only these people can do it, because I live on the ground, some people say, yeah, but he could do that. Well, the former Minister of Health, what do you know about Ministry of Health? You know, I'm an electrician. Kevin Bernard was a what? A mayor, something else. And then he doesn't, well, I know they're at the head, you know. They're at the head. But that's why they have CEOs and this and that and you understand me? They write a paper where say make it look good. Yeah, okay, go ahead, no go ahead. Sometimes I think we blame them where the blame is not supposed to be, and then sometimes I think they should have got more blame when they didn't get enough. You understand me? But the thing is was the optic side, the way how we police department look. Seriously, I don't think nobody wants to take the commissioner seriously until he's removed. And maybe, you know, the government wants to save face because this was their boy. This was their hand-picked baby. They groomed this. And they didn't vet him right to realize why not so bright, you know. The boy going out there and want to jump on a press conference before the man wait till the horse come in, get the facts right. I got a friend where is the president of the BNSO. And Strangle say.
After what?
Not tell me that.
After
he
what?
Is the president of the BNSO, the Belize National Shush Organization. And when she listened, she said, that's not so right. That's not correct. If she could tell you that where the talk sound like a pile of hot dog thing, you don't know you're the waste of time, man. The guy, you know, we need to change that, but like I wouldn't press on that. You know, we all, for some reason, hated the commissioner where I love so much. I love Testa Williams. Before Testa Williams became the commissioner, I couldn't stand the guy. But when he went away and came back, I saw a change in him. I saw maturity. I saw him say, don't worry about the light and the belt on the bike. Make we go at a bigger thing, which I didn't agree with because I think you stop things by small. You begin at the smallest, then you educate, then you can make big changes. And we just to get people to understand that it is against the law to ride the bike without a light and a bell. And then he was doing that, and then the powers that be said, and people they complain because I don't worry about what. I don't worry about what if you bring up the society, right? And we never like Chester. Listen to me, we stone Chester, we bash Chester, oh Chester he this, oh Chester he that. Oh, don't we miss Chester right now? I want to tell you, a majority of people said it's one thing. I know I couldn't stand on some days, man, but this one when I got, better than me left Chester, eh? You understand me? That's how we work. We don't need your decisions. But I want to tell you the end of the day, Mose. The police department has such a cloud, a black eye. I mean, I didn't notice that they arrest people more and more with the police. I didn't notice that they don't tolerate lots of things like one time. I didn't notice that police have better manners than I am afraid sometimes when the police stop them because the guy says, good morning, how's your day going? And I think, oh, this going down the hill, right? Okay. The guy is so nice. I'm not used to that. No, I'm getting used to it. But if you ask the police at a checkpoint, you pass a checkpoint, morning officer, what do you think about your commissioner Caillou? Why? You want to get some answers, Mose? You want to get it raw, like real deal. And they can't do nothing about it. The regular Joe, the regular policeman, can't come out and say, you know what? I don't like the commissioner. I think he's an idiot. He can't, because then he'll get fired, he will get demoted, he might not rise to the occasion. You get what I say? So he can't do it. He needs people like us to be underneath the man.
I don't know if the man is an idiot or not an idiot. I mean he's a doctor. I've listened to him.
But I like to with school. I have listened to school and ask them seriously. I have seriously give this guy a diploma.
Kalimur, you just said that you've walked in my shoes before and now you have understanding and empathy for little. So can you just
it's growing on me, Mose.
You know what it is to be on this side of the conversation.
I get you.
It's important to understand. Like I think what I'm speaking to is what cannot be disputed. The commissioner of police, before he could even get airborne, right?
He was tainted.
Before he has been tainted by the Budna situation. Whether that was fair or not fair, whether it is he had nothing to do with it, had no knowledge of it, and he just blundered in that press conference. The process of assessing whether he did or didn't from its inception was seeking to do what it was not capable of doing, because it was a home team inside assessment. And so at the end of the day, you could not have taken away the cloud of suspicion. And it is showing in the fact that he is not the same person he used to be in the public domain, even though he was not Mr. Camera as the former commissioner. He can speak, but he is definitely uncomfortable because this thing still hugs him. And anybody, this is just the laws of physics cannot be circumvented. That weight is on him, and because of that, you cannot expect it not to impact and interfere. He has not had a honeymoon period, man. The little while after saying I do, the suspicion about adultery and cheating come up in this. No honeymoon. As they left church on their way to the resort or wherever it is our honeymoon, one text come in and wife said that where they go on, yeah, they didn't even reach the wedding bed yet. That the way happened to your commissioner. So you feel like oh, that's an issue that's died, it's done, it's off, we good, let's move on. We put her on the bench, we bring her back, everything is good. Man, that's not the way this works. And so now this is potentially going to be compounded with a similar scenario at the level of the minister position. That is what I am talking about here. Because I don't know if you're a betting man, Collymore, but I'm sure you understand what betting is. Where would you put your wager on what's going to be the result of the internal audit 3 months leave of absence? Do you think that it's likely that that is going to result in a process where the minister is going to be held accountable and not return to that position? Or B, there's going to be a result that says, we have looked at it and, while there were certain poor judgment, indiscretions, we don't see anything here why he cannot return as the Minister of Police?
I am a betting man.
You are a betting man. Okay.
I'm a betting man.
Okay.
And I'm betting that absolutely nothing. I see nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You're also a comedian, boy.
Listen to me.
All right. Not a singer, but a comedian for sure.
Listen what we do. We want to waste $1 extra million. We're going to take and do something better with. We want a big, what they call, circus, one show, a performance. And then we are come to you and tell you, after all of that money we spent and all of the waste of time, we find that the man did nothing wrong and he should go back to his position.
But
and
will
because
he?
by 3 months more, the former Prime Minister, Hyde, Mose, I like something that he said, One of the things he said that I really like, this can blow over like a lee breeze. You understand me? This now 3 months, you did ask Belizeans to be vigilant for 3 months. They can't be vigilant for 3 weeks. They lose interest. And the majority of Belizeans, when they suffer, don't realize that these people have come up with $9 million, and that's what we know about. That's are the receipts where we have saw. How about the ones that happen behind the door? We don't know. But as a political party, I had a political party. And this looks really bad. But yeah, what? I gotta try this. I gotta try go out there and convince the people that there's nothing to see here, folks. This is all right, and this is opposition, they make nice, and la la la. But I will tell you what I hope that comes out of this. I do hope that people wait, think before they speak. All of this problem that we are seeing right now could have been avoided by the minister if he had just shut the hell up. Listen to me, Alberta Agas. You're gonna.
But that to be honest, Collymore, that in itself is an indictment of our reality. To be of the view that, man, listen, if he may just not bother with nobody, he could have continue do as much wrong as anyone.
Listen, he may continue. We're not saying it's right. We're saying that every single thing
that's
you
what
follow.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's an indictment because then it means that we had to hope for somebody become disgruntled, and that is the truth. That very often the things that come out are not because everybody's
hunky-dory.
Not because somebody saw something unusual, something that was, and then flagged it, and by their own act of integrity, hold power accountable. it's because maybe somebody become disgruntled. They don't like that you might talk to them unkindly. Maybe you try discipline them and say, oh, and then they see you the outer road, they talk up big, and then they get in a quarrel and they arrest people and say, man. And then out of that energy, we then get to know something that we should know. That we should know because the system works. The system cannot be designed to wait and depend on whether somebody becomes disgruntled. But unfortunately, that is the reality. I know the year, you know the year me. I don't say you the mumble now, bro.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, Mose, but I want to tell you something, right? At the end of the day,
you have told me a lot. I got to go to break.
We are happy. We as believers are happy right where we are.
Right.
We don't want change. We love to be victims. We love to say, boy, look what they do. And then we won't change the system. You know what we will do? We will take out one bad apple, one bad actor, and put in another bad actor. Because we can't see beyond these two bad actors.
So,
we think anybody else can't do it.
So before you go, Kalimo, so you've become a kind of a celebrity, no?
Well, a little. I enjoyed it most. I really appreciated the nod. Like I tell you, I say.
Somebody said to me, I'm a friend, they say, Kalimo betray you because he should have said to Sister Yaya, there is no way you want to get to interview me before my brother Mose.
Well, listen. I want to tell you this. I had to call back and ask Yaya if he just called me. Is this a joke or you serious? But Mose has not invited me. And I would have definitely gone if Mose would have said, Brother Kalimo, why don't you come and make we get for a reason and leave it. Make we hear about food at Kalimo. So, but the alpha is still there. I could continue the story. And there's a lot more to go.
Kalimo, take care. All the best.
Yes,
give
brother.
thanks for the call.
All right,
It's 8:30. We got a break. We're kind of very behind time here. We got to take a break. We'll be back.
We have 15 communities today present, which comprises of the Cayo, Stancrick and Toledo districts. We have water boards and village councils. The village councils are receiving maintenance equipment in the name of riding mower or weed eaters. Simultaneously, we're distributing water meters for expansion purposes, and also what that does, it helps water boards to become self-sustainable through proper water management, increase of revenue, and then they would be able to make investment back in their respective communities. Also, we have culverts, pipes, fittings for expansion purposes, and water meters.
These resources are more than just equipment. They represent a commitment to rural development, community pride, and the continued partnership between government and local authorities.
This is about service to our people.
Rural communities must also benefit.
Most of you that are here, if not everyone, has volunteer services to assist us to complement that humanitarian assistance that we are giving to our people. And without your help, we won't be able to do much.
We want to build capacity. We want to build sustainability in your communities. That's important. We will help those who want to help themselves.
This is the general. They just coming again. Yeah. They just yo.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
We've got the wow youth. So do you think we got a deal?
No one should be up at this time. If you're still up, it's not you, it's your mattress. Because the right mattress changes everything. Sherwood Bedding Luxury Resort Pillow Top Mattress. Sleep better, wake better. Available at Design Depot. All in one place.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism. So we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from them it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank does make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together. At Habet and Brothers Habet, celebrate your super handy dad with gifts he'll actually use and enjoy super savings all June. Like 15% off all power tools and Stanley hand tools, 20% off Vento PVC windows, 20% off Ascot porcelain tiles and 30% off Pisoforte ceramic tiles, and 40% off Sunlight windows and doors. Plus, stop in at Brothers Habet every Saturday for our veranda clearance blowout. And for every $50 you spend, get a chance to win a power tool every Saturday. Visit Habet and Brothers Habet today and give Dad something worthy of his super handiness. Happy Father's Day to all super handy dads.
The biggest football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Mose Hyde is in the house with you on this Monday morning, the 29th of June. Hold on, brother. Just 1 second. Yeah, we have a call on hold. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Hey, I call about the sheriff commissioner, Joe. Before I may take over my cousin's house. If I did, the man come from Chicago, take care of that bill. Before he did, pay the hospital bill. He gone back. 1 week later, they call him back. He come, he got dead. This lady said that she signed, that the person signed 1 will for she. We're not going to sort it out. And we checked it out. Rosado send 1 police. The people that call him, telling that they got problem at the house. So they get there. My nephew have the key and everything to the house. Rosado send the police up to arrest boy or give up the key. Boy have to give up the key car, boy don't know street boy. My nephew don't know street boy. I have another brother about a street boy. I tell him, call me and I take the arrest. Cause you know, that's a simple matter. No boy to pay attorney big money. They trace down the signature what she signed. When I got so them try to get the social security and this attorney take care of it for her. But all of things are necessary. You know, so I might 2 cents for the man right there because the man sure that he not capable.
All right, mother.
Yeah.
All right, give thanks. We got to go to a break. We're behind on a break, so we take a quick break and then we come back. We're trying to play some catch up. Give thanks.
This is the general. They just coming again. Yeah. They just won. They just yo. Hey, take it low, 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 take it low. Then you wine right there, take your time right there. You do it fine right there. You blow my mind right there. Take it low, 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 take it low. Hey, Babina Hanuma, Babina Hanuma, Babina.
We have 15 communities today present, which comprises of the Cayo, Stancrick and Toledo districts. We have water boards and village councils. The village councils are receiving maintenance equipment in the name of riding mower or weed eaters. Simultaneously, we are distributing water meters for expansion purposes, and also what that does, it helps water boards to become self-sustainable through proper water management, increase of revenue, and then they would be able to make investment back in their respective communities. Also, we have culverts, pipes, fittings for expansion purposes, and water meters.
These resources are more than just equipment. They represent a commitment to rural development, community pride, and the continued partnership between government and local authorities.
This is about service to our people.
Rural communities must also benefit.
Most of you that are here, if not everyone, has voluntary services to assist us to complement that humanitarian assistance that we are giving to our people. And without your help, we won't be able to do much.
We want to build capacity. We want to build sustainability in your communities. That's important. We will help those who want to help themselves.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. everything was on pause for tourism. So we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from them it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank does make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Money travels fast, so make sure you check it before you spend it. Here are 4 easy ways to know your money is real. Look, feel, tilt, and check. Look closely at your note by holding it to the light to see the watermark and the note value. Notice how the see-through image completes itself perfectly. Feel for authenticity. Run your fingers over the raised portrait and the bars on the edges. 1 bar for the $2 and up to 6 bars for the $100. Tilt the note to see the hidden value appear. Look for the moving images on the security thread and holographic shimmer on higher denominations. Check closely. Use UV light or a magnifying glass to find hidden images and microtext. Remember, handling counterfeit money is illegal. If you spot a fake, report it to the police immediately. Look, feel, tilt, and check. Know your money. Check it before you spend it. A message from the Central Bank of Belize.
Some hands do more than carry. They prepare, they fix, they comfort. They keep a home moving in ways few people notice. And even when the day is done, they are still thinking of home. For the months of May and June, we celebrate the hands that hold the home together, offering you 25% off on tiles, lights, fans, ACs, gardening supplies, and more, both in-store and online. Thank you, moms and dads, from Builders Hardware.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying I help you right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
Welcome back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Good morning. Yes, sir.
All right, Vincent, Belize. I called in last week regarding a situation I experienced one of the central banks, I believe, the Belize Bank, namely, just to update the public on what transpired 2 weeks ago. I'm going to open an account. And what I know, learned, because I don't have to driver, and one of the employees from the bank rode with me the other day and explained my situation. He kind of give me more information about my case in general, and it's information whereby other people have similar situation like me as far as a criminal conviction, you have a police record, you have drug trafficking, or firearm, illegal firearm ammunition. The banking policy in general says that it limits you access to the banking system and to open a savings account, maybe a business account. In that situation, I will provide too as well. And at times people want to pay electronically, and if you have a online account whereby you can receive the funds, that's helpful, today as well. And right now, because I can open one account, but in one of the institutions, the Atlantic or Belize Bank, because when I came out of the year 2017, when I got the Atlantic Bank on the street, they hear about my account. They informed me that they can't be giving me, they close my account and stuff like that. And that was the issue. I understood what they said, and let's say that, and here's the, have a whole enough for a account. So before, so I've had an issue as far as the Criterion system. But we had a banking system with Heritage Bank. I had to do my come to a job that I had, and then the pay come to the bank. So when you kind of delay because maybe they size, and they allowed me to get it anyway because the account that was in the savings that just allow your pay to come to your access to the ATM and stuff like that. But back to Belize Bank, the information when I first opened the account, the young lady informed me, well, we'll call you next week. So this is like college style and on and Friday time, so you can pass.
Lower your radio or whatever it is in the background, because I hear something in the background, bro.
Okay, well, I don't buy myself saying the vehicle.
Well, lower the vehicle radio or something, because you have to listen to me through the phone.
Okay, speaker, okay. The better signal now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and so I was saying that the young lady, when she informed me that they were informed me when to come back to get their account number and saying they have an online thing set up for me and all that. But then when I come back and she tell me, well, we have a committee with state and decide whether we allow you to open an account or not. And I said, why? Just no fraud or X amount of money may come in. So you could say that from drug proceeds or whatever, that's another case, and I know fraud case and then like that would prevent me now, years later, because this case was 2014. Here we are at 2026, and I still can't open an account. So my thing is now, if the people will make these decisions at top as far as the small man down the bottom for revisit these banking policies. Because if they open it and say, well, I'm self-employed, for the application, they ask you all these questions, how much you think you make as a taxi driver for the month and all that. And next thing you know, because they're deeming that because you have a record 15 years ago or more, we don't allow you to open an account. So that's the point right there with that.
All right. Yeah, so is there any indication about how long it takes before, or is this forever and evermore?
This away thing actually didn't tell me because they don't have one class in the per se. So after 10 years, if they may have a drug trafficking or whatever, that's forgiven, And that's why I know I bring it to light. If the relevant people over here could maybe, all right, because in today's world, man, everything go electronic. They're not 20, 30 years ago when everything are cash, And
you don't have to make the case that it is an impairment to not be able to access banking services. It's definitely an impairment, and so there should be an avenue where you can there has to be a way that you cannot be punished forever and ever and ever more for obviously a poor choice you made years ago. It's, you know, you've done you paid your price to society, you did your time, and since then you have not been arrested and convicted of anything similar to that.
No.
So at some point you have to be allowed to have access to the society. You're not like, it's not like somebody who has been found guilty of a sexual offense of a child. Obviously that person can never be allowed to be back, you know, say in any type of profession or any type of contact where on a regular basis they are left alone with children. We understand that. We're not talking about that kind of scenario. So I don't know that you just putting it out there helps, like, well, make the thing get resolved, but it starts. But I would also ask you to reach out to your area representative, because this is the kind of thing that an area representative is fundamentally duty bound to do. To hear a situation like this and then to advocate for legislative changes so that you are able to once again be a properly functioning member of the society. All right, so I would also call the show, you put it out there, we become aware of the issue. I would,
another point was,
yeah, check with your area rep as well.
Please, one more point.
Yes, sir.
To allow people to understand. You remember the other day when they invite people who want to expunge their records to come to the hub rehabilitation and do the application and so forth, right?
Yeah.
Okay, once you go there and you get to find out that if you have an illegal firearm possession, a conviction, that's not expungible. That stays with you for life too. And so the turn of this year, the lady explained to me, who was the director of the rehab behind there, she explained to me that they were supposed to go into a meeting with the relevant people, the AG and commissioner and, you know, all the security people, to see how they could review this piece of legislature whereby it's like the drug trafficking I have on my thing. I meet the requirement because it's past 10 years.
Yeah. Well, you gotta stay. You gotta stay active on it, brother. I gotta go to break, but keep us updated, all right?
So yeah, so just so that everybody could know that they need to look into that and try to see if we can get that to the people to get the firearm charges. If they don't pass on 10 years, it's supposed to be expungable.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
All right. 8:57. We'll be back.
El evento de fútbol más grande del mundo por fin llegó y Smart te invita a vivir toda la emoción del mundial. Antes de que empiece cada partido, predice quién se lleva la victoria. Entre más predicciones hagas, más oportunidades acumulas. Suma un punto cuando le aciertes al equipo ganador y si le atinas al marcador exacto, obtienes hasta 4 puntos. La persona con más puntos al terminar el mundial se lleva $2,500 en efectivo. Y eso no es todo. También habrá premios semanales durante toda la competencia. Además, el líder de los cuartos de final se lleva un paquete completo para armar su Watch Party. Participa directamente desde la app de Smart por solo 50 centavos por participación. Las predicciones estarán disponibles del 1 de junio al 18 de julio del 2026. No solo veas el mundial, vívelo con Smart. Smart, bring people together.
This is the general. They just coming again. Yeah, yeah. They just won. They just yo. Hey, take it low, 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 take it low. Then you wine right there, take your time right there, you do it fine right there, you blow my mind right there. Take it low, 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 take it low. Hey, Babina Hanuma, Babina Hanuma.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism, and we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from then it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience with the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank just make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together. At Hyde and Brothers Hyde, celebrate your super handy dad with gifts he'll actually use and enjoy super savings all June. Like 15% off all power tools and Stanley hand tools, 20% off Vento PVC windows, 20% off Ascot porcelain tiles and 30% off Piso Forte ceramic tiles, and 40% off Sunlight windows and doors. Plus, stop in at Brothers Hyde every Saturday for our veranda clearance blowout. And for every $50 you spend, get a chance to win a power tool every Saturday. Visit Hyde and Brothers Hyde today and give Dad something worthy of his super handiness. Happy Father's Day to all super handy dads.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
All right, we're done for today. I want to thank you for being here, for being active, for calling in. Creme Radio, XTV, the Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes for Monday is done. But with health and strength, I come back tomorrow morning for the Tuesday morning edition of Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes starting at 6:30. Give thanks to Larry G at Creme Radio, at XTV, Pat Cliff, The Glow, and Holland Wagner directing today. Stand strong, stand firm. For now, we're gone!
And all the things that must happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better. We got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We got to keep moving. Na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody got to put their time